Make sure to like and subscribe, because next week we're going to turn this 5-gallon bucket into a car camping bidet. What's going on, everyone? On to Fit for Adventure. As you can tell, winter is steadily approaching the Chicagoland area. So I took my 4-gallon road shower that I used to have on my roof rack and I incorporated it into the rear bumper of my car. The water tank's hooked up to my solar panel, so once the auxiliary battery is topped off, there's a resistant heater in the water tank, so now I got lukewarm water during winter. So far it's been able to stay warm during 20 degrees all night. Let's see how far we can push it. It's a little chilly out here, so let's go back to my garage and show you exactly what I did. So this is my old 4-gallon road shower that I used to have on the roof rack. We're switching things up this year, so I'm not going to have the roof rack anymore, except for when I transport my kayak. The tank itself was pretty solid, but the accessories kind of sucked. Anyway, I wanted to remove the crash bar from behind the rear bumper and replace it with the 4-gallon water tank. However, the rear bumper curves, so a straight tank would not work, especially one at this length. I tried to make my own out of some PVC pipe, but there still wasn't a whole lot of room to work with, even with 4-inch PVC pipe. I would have to take a hammer and start hammering in the firewall in the center to make it work. So I quickly gave up on that idea and decided to make my own DIY water tank and put it inside the vehicle. Before I show you the water tank inside, I'm assuming some of you are new to the channel, so let me explain to you my car camping setup really quick. Currently, I have both seats scooted all the way forward. I do not have a rear passenger or driver's seat. Directly in front of us is a 40-inch by 60-inch rock climbing mattress. It folds up into thirds, which makes things really easy to access my storage compartments. I can just fold it up, access my cooler, my electrical, and if we fold it up from the back, got my window inserts, chair, spare tire, etc. Aside from just folding it into thirds, it means it folds up really easy. And we can remove it in 10 seconds. Moving on, we have our car camping bed frame. I already did a video on this covering all the specific dimensions, so I'll leave a video of that in the description below. But for a brief tour, we have a milk crate and a half. The lower one contains my charge controller and a 100 amp hour battery. Up on top contains my USB and all my 12-volt ports. Moving on to the passenger side, my 12-volt cooler, dry food storage, and all my cooking utensils. If you've been following the channel for a while, I did change this up just a little bit to fit the water tank in. The dimensions for the front storage and the middle storage have shrunk by 1 inch. And because I shrank the 2 storage areas up front, this shifted the piece of plywood up a little further, and now I'm fully able to open this. Before, it would clip the edges and only opened about halfway. I'm going to put that back in. So I got some support. Look at how nice is that. Got my rear window inserts, front window inserts, all of those. We have my camping chair. See how it's thick on this side and thinner on this side? You'll see that I made my PVC pipe shorter on this side and a little longer on this side. That's so I'm able to fit my chair in there like so. So you'll see that I removed the styrofoam insert. This is so I'm able to put a full-size spare tire. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I have 16-inch rims with slightly larger tires on there. So if I put a regular size spare tire on my vehicle, it wouldn't look or drive right. So there's plenty of videos online showing you how to build a PVC road shower or PVC water tank. So I'm just going to cover my design principles and why I did what I did. You can see we went with a U-shaped design. This is so we have easy access to a full-size spare tire. This is 4-inch thick PVC pipe all the way around. To take the tank out, all we have to do is shut off the water line, disconnect the water hose, and we can easily lift this up and maneuver it out of the car in one piece. When I first built this, I built it into the car, and when I tried to remove the tank, it was too big. So that's why I had to adjust my bed frame by an inch or two, so I had enough wiggle room to slide this out. From our shutoff valve, we're going to go to our washer hose. This is going to go around the spare tire area, up behind the panel, and then out of our cabin pressure vent that's located behind the interior panel right here. So the rear cabin pressure vent comes out about right here behind the bumper, where I fed the hose through, drilled about a 1-inch hole through my rear vent, and took a male to female adapter, threaded it into the rear vent, and attached the other end of the washer hose. This shutoff valve and the shower head is what I had from the road shower, so I just upcycled those. Let me show you where I fill in the water and pressurize it, and that should conclude this video. My tank holds somewhere between 3 to 4 gallons of water, and to fill it up, I simply remove the Schrader valve, fill it up with water with a little funnel I carry around, put the Schrader valve back on, and then charge it back up with a 12-volt air pump. To charge the system up, we're going to connect our 12-volt air pump that I already have. Eventually, I would like to upgrade this to a USB-powered one. That way I could just keep it tucked away right there for quicker and easier access. Since I usually use the tank for doing a bird bath or washing dishes, we're only going to charge it up to 15 psi. Let's give the system a quick charge. Now we got plenty of running water. I almost forgot to show you how this was heated. Previously, I had a roof rack set up with some rigid solar panels attached to the top. I just upgraded to a flexible 200-watt solar panel. This is still being installed, but anyway, that goes in through the antenna down to my milk crates. The bottom one, I have my charge controller and 100 amp hour battery. Toward the top, all my USB and 12-volt plugs. But as soon as the battery's topped off, there is a resistance heater that feeds into the PVC pipe via another Y. So far, that's kept the water from freezing at a 20-degree temperature, but it's also almost December 1st, so winter has just started. We've got a whole season to do some more testing. Anyway, make sure to like and subscribe, because next week we're going to turn this 5-gallon bucket into a car camping bidet.